we have three questions here in the chat box. So from first question is from Fanny Granval. So this is raised for both the speakers, Mr. Rabin and Mr. Cris. So the question is, what is government or public programs providing as a support to your branding experiences? What are the most important investment to be done from the public side in the branding of family farmers organizations? So, Mr. Rabin.
Yes. Julie, yeah, thank you for the question. So, tea cooperatives in Nepal, we one of the international donor agency we call Danida. It's there was one program Unnati project. So the goes to promotion in Nepal, especially for to branding. We organize one of the big event in Nepal, and we invited around uh, 30 more than 30 countries of the tea buyers of the all of the world. Yeah, so that so we introduce our branding, we introduce our tea, we introduce our logo, so that this type of activities we supported by the government and the donor agency. Thank you.
For Mr. Cris.
With regard to the question, honestly, we are not getting any support from the government. No, none so far. Maybe in the future. And we don't have any program or activities relating to government program in relation to branding. But of course, we have a lot of partnership engagements with government, but really not in branding or marketing. It's more on institution building or capacity building of cooperatives and farmers organizations.
So thank you, Mr. Rabin and Mr. Cris, for answering our first question. So the next question is from Sumedha Wirasekera. So this is for the AgriCooph. So kindly share the technology of processing and value addition experiences of banana in your country, since Sri Lanka has variety of banana all over the country for which we can be processed for new market.
I will answer that question. Yes, that is intended to me, isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. I forgot this in my presentation. The strategy that we will be doing is we will hire a food tech or a food technician as our extension service, and the food technician is responsible in assisting each and every cooperative in the development and ensuring the quality of the finished product. Now, we have also another consultant who has been giving us suggestions that in banana chip, because banana chip, it is not a high value crop compared to coffee or compared to tea or compared to cocoa or cacao. But what we should do is get a food tech and get advice of the food tech, because you can make your banana chip very attractive and very valuable. How? All what you have to do is mix your banana chip with chocolate. So it would be a banana choco chip, for instance. So just like for instance, if you have dried mango, all what you have to do is put some chocolate in that. So it would help enhance the value of of the product. Now, yes, that's correct. We have different varieties of banana here. And the best banana that is intended for banana chip is Saba. Saba, I do not know if we have the same name. This is different. This is the local variety. And this is so far the best when it comes to banana chip. But the Cabindes, we have a very good development right now in one of our members in Mindanao because our market cannot absorb our banana production. Then we have to go into massive processing of banana chips. And in fact, this is the reason why that we were compelled to look for a consultant to help us come up with a brand, because the first recipient of this brand is the banana chip from Cabindes. I hope I have answered the question. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Cris, for the advice in value addition or value adding for banana commodity. So as for the last question from Fanny Ganval to Mr. Cris again. So would it be possible to have this umbrella branding but keeping the cooperative's identity at the same time? I see that on your branding, the individual identity has disappeared.
Ma'am, Fanny, we are talking here about business. If you want to excel in business, then must be strategic. Of course, without compromising local cooperative identity. After all, the member cooperative owns also the federation. And the federation is one, together with the member cooperatives. But they cannot, we will maintain, but by the way, I forgot it. This is one part of the agreement with the cooperative. We will put the source or the origin of the product. So if this one comes from one area in the south, then we put there the name of the cooperative producing the product. But when a customer goes into the supermarket and find for a product and then can see Verdelin, and he said, oh, this is a very good product, Verdelin. This is very popular because everywhere in the country there is Verdelin. But they are all produced by different cooperatives. But there is still identity because we put the print of the local cooperative as the origin, because the customer would like to know also where the product is coming from.
So thank you, Mr. Cris, for answering our last question. Since we do not have any questions in the chat box and it is already 5:10 Manila time, this will end the session 3 discussion for investing and planning for branding. So again, thank you, Mr. Cris and Mr. Rabin, for a very informative presentation and for sharing your experiences and as well as answering the questions from our participants.